So I had a thought that I should play Borderlands 2 again, and treat it like a different game because I played it probably how everyone played the game, a sequel to Borderlands, which is you shoot shit, things blow up, and Claptrap should die, preferably in explosions. A lot of explosions would be good, and that's the entire game. But thinking back, just on the bit that I played, I never even finished it because it was just more of the same. But now that I'm starting to actually think about it, it wasn't the same as Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 wasn't the same as Borderlands 2. Okay. Um, Borderlands 2 wasn't the same as Borderlands. Just thinking about the intro, because the intros are completely different when you actually they're exactly the same and completely different at the same time. Um, that revelation makes me want to play it again, just to spot all the things that are the same and different with both of them, because they're very similar. Uh, you travel via some system. I, you travel via a system, bus or tram, to a part of I think the planet's called Pandora. Um, get up. You're immediately greeted by Claptrap and his annoying self, and then you have to go fight. Then find a an abandoned town where you get your first quest. But the um the situations are completely different. The ambience that's going on in the background, from a desert wasteland where you just got off a bus, to getting up from an explosion. You're at one health with no items in the middle of in the middle of a blizzard. In Borderlands, your first enemies are bandits that rode in on whatever on sand buggies. I don't remember what the cars are called in that game. And in Borderlands 2, your the first enemies you fight are wild animals. You even when you do fight bandits, they end up fighting wild animals too. And the town that you end up is deserted in both games. The town you end up in. Uh, but in Borderlands, it seems like everyone's like just gotten up and left because of the bandits that were just attacking, or at the very least, anyone that is there is refusing to open the doors. The second game, you are in a town that is deserted and has been deserted for a long time. It doesn't look like anyone's been there in a really long time. There's no one there. It's deserted. Um, the mood in the second game is far more somber. I hadn't realized that. Because I was so into the idea that I was playing a Borderlands game, it completely skipped my mind. And I have a feeling it skipped a lot of people's minds that Borderlands 2 is actually a lot darker. It's a lot more. It's a lot somber. It's more. Um, thinking of the word. Um, I can't think of the word. God damn it. Well, matching the theme, it's colder, and not just because everything is frozen over. The world is made out to be in a desperate shape. it makes you feel, if you pay attention to it, it kind of makes you feel like you're a hero, especially you're trying to save the planet because Handsome Jack is like destroying everything. Because again, thinking back, it's actually heavily implied that the reason everything is frosted over and the planet's going to shit is because of Handsome Jack, which makes it look like he's the bad guy and you're a hero. Of course, you're a hero because he's the bad guy and he tried to kill you, but you're not a hero. Not really. You're just looking for loot. I mean, especially if you manage to find the background on all the characters you're playing. The only one that's even remotely a hero is whatever the witch lady is called. And and she's not even much of a hero anyways, because the only reason she's on the planet is because she wants to find out where her powers come from. The others are a wanted criminal, someone who wants to get paid, and an assassin that just wants a challenge. Those are the characters. They're not heroes. They're not on Pandora to save anybody. You're not a hero, but the game makes you feel like you are one, and then puts you in a position where you end up getting bitch slapped with reality when Handsome Jack makes you realize that you helped him screw everyone over multiple times. I believe that happens. I don't know. It's been a very long time since I played that game, but I do know that you end up getting screwed over by Handsome Jack a lot. But then again, from Handsome Jack's point of view, it kind of seems justified. He's an ass, but he's not evil necessarily. He's not really a bad guy. I really feel like I want to play the game again because I want to play it again and look back at everything like with this mindset of you're meant to feel like a hero and at the same time you aren't. You don't act like a hero at all. Um, it gives. I think it's an interesting notion that you can play the exact same game, do the exact same things, and depending on how you think of the game, whether you think of it as just another Borderlands game or as a story, you can get entirely different experiences out of it. Something to think about. Um, hopefully that makes you think of um, if you can think of any games that you thought were just mindless shooters. Maybe there's something behind them that you didn't think of when you were playing them. Maybe you should think on them again because you might find that you think of something and realize that there might be more to the story that you didn't notice the first time playing. I think I'm gonna play Borderlands. I'm gonna go play Borderlands 2 now. Actually finish the game and see how that story pans out. I want to see how that works. I want to see if it keeps going with that theme all the way to the end. I just hope that the bosses aren't as horrible as the the first one. That last boss in the first game is the most disappointing thing I've ever experienced. Whatever. Okay. Um, this was Mental Mind Games. The channel, not me. I will be back most likely with another rant later.